The crowd cheered as the cameras flashed, but inside, he felt hollow. His smile, perfect, rehearsed, hid the truth that his luxury car was rented, his mansion borrowed, and his happiness completely fake. The man everyone envied was living a lie, and tonight, that lie was about to collapse. Welcome to Stories by J&D Motivation. If you're hooked in and you're ready to enjoy this story, click subscribe and let me know in the comments where you're watching from, because tomorrow, I'll be giving you another story just as interesting as this one. And you don't want to miss it. Now, let's get into it. The world saw him as the man who had it all. Lucas Hale, CEO, influencer, entrepreneur, his name echoed across social media as the face of grind culture and self-made success. His Instagram feed was filled with designer suits, champagne dinners, private jets, and motivational quotes captioned beneath every filtered photo. But behind the camera, Lucas's life was a carefully constructed illusion. He didn't own the jet. The car in his posts belonged to a dealership he'd made a collaboration deal with. Even the penthouse he filmed in wasn't his, it was his cousin's Airbnb. Every morning, Lucas woke up drowning in anxiety, terrified someone would find out the truth. Yet, the likes, the comments, and the fame kept him going. People called him inspiring. They said he was living proof that hard work pays. And each compliment felt like fuel, temporary, intoxicating, and dangerously addictive. He had built his empire on perception, not reality. It started small. A few exaggerated posts, a staged photo in a luxury hotel lobby. Fake it till you make it, he'd told himself. But the lie grew legs, and soon, it ran faster than he could control. One evening in Los Angeles, Lucas attended an exclusive networking gala. The kind of event where everyone smiled too wide and drank too much champagne while pretending to admire each other's success. As he stepped onto the red carpet, cameras snapped, and his assistant whispered, "Big smile, Mr. Hale. Forbes is watching." He flashed that practiced grin. But inside, his heart raced. He knew he couldn't afford the suit he was wearing, it was on loan from a designer friend. As he posed, a woman approached him. Tall, confident, and strikingly composed, she introduced herself. "Naomi Brooks. I've seen your videos." Her tone wasn't admiration, it was curiosity. Lucas smiled, extending his hand. "Always a pleasure to meet a fan." She shook it but didn't smile back. "I'm not a fan," she said. "I'm a journalist. I run a financial transparency column for The Real Deal. I like to separate fact from fiction." His stomach turned. Later that night, back at his rented apartment, Lucas scrolled through Naomi's page. She'd exposed influencers before, people who pretended to own businesses that didn't exist, or flaunted rented lifestyles. He stared at her pinned post. The truth always surfaces. You can lie for a while, but not forever. For the first time in years, Lucas couldn't sleep. He lay awake, replaying every deceit, every caption that wasn't true. He thought of the thousands of people who believed in him, people struggling, saving, working hard, trying to live up to the fantasy he sold. Have you ever tried to keep up appearances so much that it began to drain your peace? Tell me in the comments below, because pretending to be someone you're not often costs more than honesty ever would. Days later, Naomi emailed him requesting an interview. She was writing a piece on digital success stories. Lucas hesitated but accepted, afraid that declining would only make him look guilty. When she arrived, she noticed the penthouse looked strangely bare. "You live here alone?" she asked, glancing around. Lucas smiled nervously. "Yeah. It's peaceful." She nodded, her eyes scanning the room. "You've built quite the reputation. But people online are starting to question some of your claims, like the Miami property you posted about." Lucas forced a laugh. "Oh, that. Just business privacy stuff. You know how the internet is." Naomi didn't look convinced. "And your company, Hale Enterprises? I couldn't find a registration under that name." Silence. He swallowed. "It's a parent company. We're in transition." Naomi's expression didn't change. She closed her notebook, stood, and said, "You know, Mr. Hale, you could do something really powerful. People don't need another perfect face. They need someone real." When she left, Lucas sat in the silence of that empty penthouse and finally broke. He stood before the mirror, staring at the man he'd become. The suit, the watch, the polished hair, all meaningless masks. He took off the watch and set it down. Then the jacket. Then the ring. One by one, he stripped away the props of his performance. And for the first time in years, he saw himself. The real Lucas. Tired. Lonely. Afraid. The next morning, he made a decision that shocked his millions of followers. He went live on Instagram, no filters, no lights, no luxury background. Just him in a simple t-shirt, sitting on the floor. He took a deep breath and said, "I owe you all the truth." He confessed everything. The fake cars, the borrowed homes, the illusions. He apologized to his audience for selling them a lie. "I was so desperate to be admired that I forgot how to be honest," he said, voice trembling. "But from now on, I'd rather be real and broke than fake and celebrated." The live went viral. Millions watched. Some mocked him. Others applauded his courage. Naomi wrote an article titled "The Influencer Who Finally Told the Truth." Weeks passed, and though Lucas lost sponsorships, he gained something he hadn't felt in years: peace. Real peace. He started a new platform dedicated to authenticity, helping young entrepreneurs build genuine businesses without falling into the trap of fake success. The same people who once criticized him began to see his honesty as his greatest strength. Months later, Naomi reached out again. "You turned the truth into your redemption," she said. "That's rare." Lucas smiled. "Turns out, being real was the only thing I hadn't tried." Have you ever realized that pretending to be more than you are only made you feel less inside? Share your thoughts below. Your truth might help someone else stop faking theirs. And as Lucas walked through the modest office of his new startup, surrounded by a small, honest team, he finally felt something money could never buy: freedom. He didn't need a fake life anymore. He was living a true one. Thank you for watching this story to the end. If you enjoyed this story, you will surely love the next one.